Imagine this situation for a minute. Somebody has a great career. Their income is increasing every single year. They have large bonuses and RSUs are vesting annually. Now, fast forward 10 years. This person probably has investment accounts that are growing as well. Their 401k balance is on track and is leading to a nice retirement. They no longer have student loans and debts are still hanging around. But the catch, great income and a great career don't automatically translate to a high net worth. And if we're being honest, this person could be you. Because for high earners, the real problem isn't the income. It's that they've never put a proper savings system in place. We'll talk about why many high earners accidentally delay investing for years without even realizing it. The common mistake that caused money to sit in investment accounts without actually being invested. And a simple automated structure you can use today to start turning your income into long-term wealth. Most people believe building wealth is mainly about discipline. They think that if they stay motivated, make good financial decisions, and remember to save consistently, things will eventually work out. But in reality, that's not how wealth is built. Wealth is built through systems. Systems that move money automatically, systems that prioritize saving before spending, systems that make the right financial decisions happen even when life gets busy. And for high earners, this becomes especially important because when your income is high, it's surprisingly easy to delay savings. You can always tell yourself, I'll start investing more next year or after the next raise or once things settle down. But those delays quietly cost people something more valuable. It's the years of compounding growth. The people who consistently build wealth follow one simple principle. They pay themselves first. If you earn a high income, it's easy to believe you have time. It's unfortunate that high income can sometimes translate into an increased feeling of flexibility. When raises, bonuses, and promotions happen regularly, saving doesn't always feel urgent. It feels like something you can start later. But this is one of the biggest financial traps high earners fall into. As income rises, lifestyle often rises with it. A slightly nicer home, a better car, more travel, more conveniences in everyday spending. None of these decisions feel excessive on their own, but over time, they quietly increase the cost of your lifestyle. And when that happens, savings becomes something you do with what's left over, instead of something you prioritize first. The other hidden cost is time. Every year that investing is delayed is a year of compounding growth that can't be recovered. High income creates the illusion that wealth will eventually take care of itself. But in reality, income determines your lifestyle, your saving rate determines your freedom. This is something I see fairly often during the discovery process with new clients. They come in and assume just because they have a high income, their wealth will just grow in tandem. But without a system that prioritizes saving and investing first, progress happens at a snail's pace. Most people approach saving in the same order. They spend first, they cover their bills, their lifestyle, and whatever else comes up during the month. Then at the end, if there's anything left over, they try to save or invest what remains. The problem is there's usually not much left. The people who consistently build wealth flip this order. Instead of spending first and saving what's left over, they save first and then spend what remains. This is the idea behind the principle of paying yourself first. A portion of your income automatically goes towards your future before it ever has the chance to be spent. When saving happens first, it stops being something you try to do and becomes something that just simply happens. Once you understand the idea of paying yourself first, the next step is building a system that actually makes it happen automatically. For most people, that system has two layers. That first layer is your retirement accounts. If you have access to a workplace retirement plan like a 401k, this is typically the first place to start. Contributions can come directly out of your paycheck, which means the money is saved and invested before it even hits your hands. You can decide whether those contributions should go towards traditional or Roth savings. The second layer is investing outside of your retirement account. This is done through a brokerage account. Many people will set up an automatic transfer from either their checking account or a direct deposit going right into their brokerage account each month. This then adds an additional layer of savings and investing to your plan. But there's an important detail that many investors miss. Transferring the money into your brokerage account doesn't mean it's automatically invested. You still have to select the investments. You have to pick the stocks, ETFs, or mutual funds that you want to buy. This means you either manually do that, or when the money comes in, you have it to where it automatically invests. When both the transfer and the investing are automated, the system starts working quietly in the background. Your savings happen automatically, and your investments continue compounding without requiring constant decisions. This is one of the things I help clients set up and manage so their investing happens automatically in the background. Once the system is in place, the process becomes simple because the saving and investing are happening consistently without requiring constant decision. Let me give you a quick example of how this can play out in real life. I had a client who, before working with me, had been saving every month into an investment account. They had heard about dollar cost averaging and wanted to consistently build their assets over time. But when we reviewed the account together, something immediately stood out. The market had gone up over the years, but their account performance wasn't even close to keeping up with the market. Naturally, they were frustrated and couldn't understand why their investments hadn't grown the way they expected. When I looked at the account, it was obvious. They had been transferring money into the account each month, but the money had never been invested. All of the contributions had been sitting in cash. So even though they had done the hard part of saving consistently, their money wasn't even working for them. Once we identified the issue, we corrected it by setting up automatic investments so their money would be invested as soon as it hit the account. We also structured their accounts so both the saving and the investing were automated. And that's an important lesson here. Moving money into an investment account is not the same as investing it. Both the contribution and the investments need to be part of the system. There's another reason automation and paying yourself first are so important. It's time. Compounding works best when it has time to do its job. Even a delay of 5-10 years can dramatically reduce how powerful compounding becomes. That's why the early years of investing are often the most valuable. When saving and investing are automated, you remove the temptation to delay. The system ensures that money is consistently moving into investments, so compounding growth can start working in your benefit. Another advantage of an automated saving system is that it helps protect you from lifestyle inflation. As income increases, it's very natural for spending to increase as well. A slightly nicer house, a newer car, more travel, more conveniences in everyday life. Again, none of these decisions feel unreasonable on their own, but over time, they slowly increase the cost of your lifestyle, which make saving and investing more difficult. Automation helps prevent this by making sure your savings increase in tandem with your income. A helpful rule to follow is that every time you receive a raise, you should also increase your savings rate. If your income goes up by a percentage, take part of that percentage and increase your savings automatically. This helps to increase your savings rate and build your net worth over time. When that system is in place, your lifestyle improves and your net worth grows as well. Another powerful effect that happens when saving and investing become automated, your financial habits begin to compound over time. Small, consistent actions repeated over many years can lead to very large outcomes. An example of this would be increasing your automated savings by just a few $100s per month might not feel like a huge change today. But over decades, those additional contributions combined with investment growth can turn into hundreds of thousands of dollars or even more. And because the process is automated, most people hardly notice the difference in their monthly spending. Automation removes the friction of saving. Instead of relying on motivation each month and having to worry about how much to invest, the system ensures that consistent progress is happening quietly in the background. And over a long period of time, that consistency is what allows compounding to do the heavy lifting. There's an unfortunate belief that building wealth comes down to making the perfect investment decision. In reality, building wealth is much simpler than that. It comes from consistently saving and investing over long periods of time. And the easiest way to make that consistency happen is building a system that runs automatically. When saving and investing are automated, progress continues even when life gets busy. You're no longer relying on motivation or trying to remember to invest each month. The system handles it for you. Motivation fades, systems persist. And over time, those systems quietly turn your income into long-term wealth. In addition to not having a saving system in place to grow your wealth, there's another issue that I see too often catch people off guard. It's underpayment penalties on their taxes. Many high earners assume their withholdings will cover everything, only to find out at tax time that they owe penalties because not enough was paid throughout the year. In this next video, I walk through how high income earners can plan ahead and avoid the frustrations of an underpayment penalty. If you want to understand how to stay ahead of that problem, click right here.